Hi, I'm Eliza. I grew up Amish in Pennsylvania, and I'm not Amish anymore. And today I'm answering a question people ask in a whisper, but type loudly online: can Amish women hide pregnancy? The real answer is sometimes, for a little while, but not for long, and not the way people imagine first. You have to understand something about Amish life. Privacy exists, but it's different. You can keep secrets in your heart, but you can't really keep secrets in your routine. Everyone sees everyone. You're not living behind closed doors all day. You're around family, neighbors, church women, and people are constantly doing life together. Work days, quilting, canning, church, visiting, helping with kids, helping with meals. If something changes in your body, eventually the community notices because the community is always present. Now, could an Amish woman try to hide a pregnancy early on? Yes, especially in the first trimester. In the beginning, there may not be much to see, and Amish dresses are loose and layered on purpose. Most communities wear plain, modest dresses that don't hug the waist. Aprons are common, and an apron can hide a lot, especially if you tie it a certain way. Also, if a woman is busy and standing a lot and wearing layers, you can go a while without anyone being sure. But here's the thing. Amish women are usually around other women who have been pregnant many times themselves. These aren't people who need a pregnancy test to read the signs. If you stop drinking coffee, if you don't want certain smells, if you're suddenly tired at odd times, if you're skipping heavy chores, if you're queasy during morning work, older women notice. They may not say it directly because Amish culture can be polite and not confrontational, but they notice. And then there's the biggest reason it's hard to hide for long. Amish life doesn't revolve around hiding the body. It revolves around the body working. You're lifting, bending, carrying water, hanging laundry, working with food, caring for children. If you're pregnant, eventually your pace changes, your stamina changes, and if you're trying to hide it, you have to explain why you can't keep up the way you used to. That's when whispers start, even if nobody is being mean. Now let's talk about marriage, because that matters a lot in how this question is asked. In most Amish communities, pregnancy inside marriage is expected and welcomed, so there usually isn't a strong reason to hide it long term. If you're married, people might not even see it as hiding, they just see it as not announced yet. Many Amish families don't do big public announcements the way English people do. It's more like the news travels naturally. One sister tells another, a mother tells her close friend, then everyone just kind of knows. So if a married Amish woman is hiding a pregnancy early on, it's often not scandal, it's just privacy, waiting until she feels safer, waiting until morning sickness passes, waiting until she's sure the pregnancy is stable. Amish women don't always talk about pregnancy early because miscarriage is real, and grief is handled quietly in many Amish homes. Sometimes a woman doesn't want questions before she's ready. But the more sensitive question is usually this: can an Amish girl hide an out-of-wedlock pregnancy? That is much harder, but it depends on her situation. If she's living at home in a tight community, it's very difficult to keep hidden past the early months. Family notices, women in the church notice, and once the belly starts showing, you can't plain dress your way out of it forever. Some might try to wear looser dresses, add extra aprons, stand in certain ways, avoid gatherings, stop visiting as much. But the Amish social world is built on showing up. If you stop showing up, people notice that too. There's also a very real practical piece. People don't think about medical care, and midwife care still involves appointments, preparation, and sometimes help from family. Even if someone is planning a home birth, there are usually women involved, and once you need support, secrecy becomes almost impossible. Now, I want to be careful and respectful when I say this next part. In Amish culture, reputation matters, family name matters, church standing matters. So if a pregnancy is considered shameful in that community, pressure can be intense. Not always cruel, but intense. Some families might try to manage it quietly. Sometimes people leave for a while to stay with relatives in another area. Sometimes a situation gets handled through a fast marriage if a couple is already together. Sometimes a woman steps away from church for a period because of church discipline rules in her community. I'm not saying every Amish family reacts the same way. Some are gentle, some are strict, but the point is the pressure around appearances is real, and that's why people even ask the question of hiding pregnancy. So let me put it plainly. Yes, an Amish woman can sometimes hide pregnancy early because dresses are loose and because Amish women often keep private things private. But long term, no, not usually. Amish communities are close-knit. Women spend time together, families are involved, life is shared, and pregnancy is not just a body change, it becomes a daily life change that others can see. If you want the most honest, one-sentence answer from an ex-Amish girl, you can hide a pregnancy from the public for a little while, but it's hard to hide it from Amish women. If you want, tell me in the comments what Amish topic you want next, and please keep it respectful. I'll answer it straight, the way I lived it.